this is a smaller packed crystal here, and what I got on eBay was these big chiclets here. So I think they're the same as internally. There's just a different package, but we're going to see if interchanging them will change things, work or not work. It's been a long time since I got down to the component level, sort of changing out of things. These days, I'm a glorified box changer with the type of equipment that are out there now that you really cannot do any work on them. But that's another video for another day. So we're going to do that. So, and I'm going to go from what the frequencies is, 7.023 megahertz, and go to the highest frequency of crystals that I got here, which is 7.122 megahertz. With that spread of a change, I want to see if my power out goes lower, or see if there's any changes where some of these components might have to change the values, like these toroid transformers, because of that drastic change of frequency. I'm actually going to be somewhat close to 7.023, but on that lower end. So with that change there, I may not have to change other components, so it would run just as smooth if it was tuned for that frequency. So let's do that. Okay, so I replaced the crystal that was here. And here on the SDR console, I have it tuned to 7.125 megahertz, and it looks like it's working. And here on the spectrum analyzer for more accurate reading as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do the sequence, and I'm right on frequency, including that one there. So with that much of a spread from 0.023 to 0.125 kHz, I was able to change the chip, the crystal here, and still be within specs as far as power out. I didn't lose power out. There was no spurious signal on there's no weird spikes anywhere out here causing interference. So I guess that's cool. But like I said, I'm going to change this crystal closer to the crystal that it was designed for, somewhere around 7.025 and 7.035, around there, and call it good. Plus I need 3 of those crystals, because these 2 crystals here are the same frequency. All 3 of these are the same frequencies. So this was 7.023, and so was this. So these are for your receiver circuit. So if I left it alone, I could only listen to 7.023, where I really have to listen to my transmitter frequency, because I need to know if there's anybody out there using that frequency. If not, I'm causing interference. I'm just stepping on everyone, all happy-go-lucky. In the meantime, they're probably going to send me some really mean emails if they knew my call sign, which they will when they find out, decode my message. So that's what I'm going to do now. I have 3 crystals of the same frequency to make everything the same. So I can listen to the frequency that I'm transmitting on, and transmit it on the frequency that I'm intended to legally as a technician on the HF band. So it kind of looks like I'm ready to hit the field with this as a technician, a tech class license holder instead of a general class. This is a Chinese knockoff of a American version of this that was actually invented here or built here, but for like maybe 3 times less the cost, and maybe 3 times more the headache because of the poor workmanship. I have to drill out these holes a little bit bigger, because when you assemble it, the components wouldn't poke out the holes too well, so it would actually apply some pressure there where you couldn't push the buttons. You could have pushed it, but it would stay pushed and not release itself because it's pressing up against the aluminum here. This little doohickey here, my modification for push to talk, that didn't work. I think I fried the integrated circuit inputs to those two signals there. That kind of damaged this unit, but no need. That's not a big deal for me because I could always input the information through the jack here, and all I have to do is actually press this button here, send, and it will send a pre-recorded sort of code, CW code, Morse code that I put in here. That's pretty much will say my call sign plus testing for NVIS application, this, that, and the other. So anybody listening out there could sort of hear it, and that's about it. Let's see what else. Yeah, a little bit more than 5 watts. So that would take care of my requirement of a lightweight transmitter of 5 watts or more. Supposedly this could go up to 8. I measured around 6.5 to 7.5. My battery pack it doesn't produce more than 11.75 volts, so that's probably a considering factor of lower than 8 watts coming out of this. But like I said, no big deal. That's enough wattage there for close-in level NVIS operations out in the field. So I'm guessing I have to hit the field to figure that out, or to find that out rather. I just got to produce the dipole antenna to interconnect with this here. I already have the home antenna here. I just got to string it up between trees. I took the time today to see if what the orientation this will be. I want that radiation to be north and south because California is mainly north and south. I would have on paper hopefully 150 kilometers of range, up to 350 kilometers. So that's something I'm going to have to play with to find out for sure. So that's next week. Installing the home base antenna here in my house. My laptop, you've seen the software defined receiver, which is what I'm going to use to receive signals, and that would be in play next week. I just got to get some software so it'll record my voice and log it, so you know I don't need a second person to kind of be next to the radio and say, hey, did you hear me? Did you hear me? So that's where I'm at. Here's my antenna, my transmitter receiver on a technician class on HF. I would have some earbuds too, so I could listen to any activity on that channel. This is a crystallized radio, so it only has one frequency. I cannot change the frequency with a dial or anything like that. I am stuck on that one frequency. $30. What can I say? And the power supply to this whole unit here. So I am ready to hit the field with this. All I got to do is actually set up my home base where I can record my progress and build the antenna, which is going to be next weekend. And that's where I'm at. So far this is like $30 to $45, give or take. A reel of this, that reel right there, which has 2,000 feet of wire, cost me $50. Everything including shipping and everything. That reel there, I forgot how much it cost, but I think I would only need something like 60 something feet, possibly 70, 80 feet of this, and at $8 a feet, that would come out to what, $64, something like that for the transmission line alone. If you buy 64 feet of, let's say, higher grade coaxial cable, that would cost quite a bit. I'll probably do some sort of price comparisons later, but I will tally up the total cost of this so far. So 60, let's say 100. I think I got no more than $150 in this setup alone, just for me to hit the field. My home unit will be more of a better radio, more powerful radio. That would be later. Right now, this is all I could afford, and we'll see what's going on with that.